Namaste, myself Dharanendra Kumari HR, working as a assistant professor at GFGC Sira. Now I would like to share about Vedic age. After the decline of Harappan civilization near about 1500 BC, we find a new culture in the Sapta Sindhu region which was nomadic nature. They were pastoralites who used to speak a different language, Sanskrit. They believed in nature worship and through sacrifices, yagnas, expressed their faith. For worshipping, they created prayers of shloka and used to recite these prayers while performing sacrifices. The collection of these prayers was called as Veda, and the language group of spoke Sanskrit was called as Aryans. The population of Aryans was of mixed one, however spoke some language, whereas the culture in which the Vedas were created is known as Vedic culture. Veda means knowledge. Literally, the word Arya means noble. There is no written record to be believed that the Aryans were the forefather of the Indians, Persians, Greeks, etc. They were highly civilized and cultured. That's why every nation of the world has been trying to prove that the Aryans originally belonged to their particular country. Hitler also tried to be defined in this way. Like these consequences lead to controversy regarding the original home of Aryans. Original home of the Aryans. European theory. This theory is based on the linguistic relationship among various countries. This theory has been profound by Filippo Sassetti and Sir William Jones. Second one, Hungary. Dr. P. Giles and MacDonald have tried to prove the homeland of the Aryans was Hungary. According to them, it should be located in the present region of Austria, Hungary and Bohemia. Third theory belongs to Germany. Branston and Penka propound this theory. They are famous writers of Germany. Fourth one, Southern Russia. According to Schroeder, Southern Russia was original homeland of the Aryans. Dr. B.K. Ghosh supported it on the basis of linguistic study and archaeological evidences. Fifth one, Central Asian theory. According to Max Muller, Central Asia was the original home of the Aryans. After studying the Vedic literature and the Iranian book Zend Avesta, he concluded that the similarities in Indians and Iranian culture. Sixth one, Theory of North Pole. In the book of Archaic Home of the Vedas by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, has tried to prove the Arctic region by the original homeland of the Aryans. According to him, the description of the natural phenomena of Rig Veda is the same as that of the North Pole. Seventh one, the theory of India. Dr. A.C. Das, Ganganath Jha, D.S. Trivedi are profound the Aryans were inhabitants of India. Dr. A.C. Das is in his book Rigvedic India that has tried to prove that the Aryans belong to Sapta Sindhu. Above these theories, that some scholars are of the opinion that Central Asian theory is the most plausible theory of the Aryan problem. They consider the homeland of the Aryans probably in the plains of the Axis and Zaxaris. The Vedic era has been divided into two parts. One is Rigvedic period, another one is later Vedic period. Rigvedic period or early Vedic period. The Aryans lived in the land known as Sapta Sindhu, land of 7 rivers. These 7 rivers were Sindhu, Bias, Zeelam, Ravi, Chenab, Sutlej and Saraswati. Main sources of this period: archaeological sources. A house of 13 rooms has been found from Bhagavanpur. Some places in Punjab, Nagar, Katapalan, Dadhari also got remains of Vedic period. Bogachka inscription. Mitini inscription. This inscription has been obtained from Syria. In this inscription, a treaty between the Hittite king and Mitini king. Four Vedic deities mentioned in this inscription: Indra, Mitra, Varuna and Ashwini. Literary sources. Only Rigveda was composed in the period, earliest work of the Aryans. It is collection of 1017 hymns systematically arranged by 10 mandalas. The hymns represents composition of different periods. The hymns are all invocations to the gods, those that are not directly addressed to the deities, which throw some light on growth of kingship, wars, life and habits of the Aryan's life. Social structure. The society of the Rigvedic period was tribal society. This was a patriarchal society. It was based on animal husbandry. Being a patriarchal society, it was a society suited to the need of animal husbandry and war. Although marriage in interrelation and polyandry is mentioned in the exception form, it was in the form of relics of elements of primitive tribal society. Society was of two types, vegetarian and non-vegetarian. The guest was used to felicitate and the cow's meat was fed to them. The cow was important in the Vedic society. The family of Aryans was patriarchal. Father was head of the family, as known as Grihapati. Hospitality was a salient feature. Monogamy was practiced, but polygamy was observed among royalty and noble families. Status of women. Women enjoyed a respectable position during this period. There was no prevalence of child marriage, sati system, widow system, parda system, Johar system, etc. Women enjoyed a respectable position in this society. The practice of widow marriage, intercaste marriage, Swayamvara, Upanayana rituals, etc. reflects the better condition of women. Polygamy in men and Niyoga system was in practice. They were allowed to take part in sabhas and samitis. They were educated of them like Apala, Lopamudra, Vishwavara, Goshala. Even composing mantras and attained the ranks of rishis, women had a sound knowledge of music and dance. There was no child marriage in this society. Marriages were normally as wish of their parents, but girls also choose their own husband with the consent of their parents in Swayamvara. Marriage was profound for money and love, both in the house of bride's parents. Social distinctions exist there were not rigid and hereditary. Education system during this period. There were Gurukula which imparted education to the disciples after their thread ceremony or Upanayana. Entire instruction was given orally. The education aimed to proper development of mind and body. Disciples were taught about ethics, art of warfare, art of mental and concept of Brahma and philosophy, and also basic science like agriculture, animal husbandry and handicrafts. Caste system. There were no caste system. Member of same family took to different arts, crafts and trades. People could change their occupation regarding to their needs or talent. There was hardly any restrictions in intermarriage change of occupation. On the basis of Purusha Sukta of Rigveda affirmed the existence of 4 castes. Society had 4 divisions called Varnas, namely Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. The Varna system was based on occupation, but it came soon hereditary. The social grades were based on race and color. The Brahmins sprang from the head of Brahma, the Kshatriyas from the arms, Vaishyas from his thighs and Shudras from his feet. According to scholars, Purusha Sukta is a later hymen and caste system was never rigid and hereditary. Morals. The morals of the people was very high during this period. Robbery, theft and other crimes were rare. Hospitality was an etiquette in society. Seduction and adultery were regarded as sin. The garments consisted of 3 parts: an undergarments called nivi, a garment called vasa or paridhana, and a mantle known as adivasa, ataka, drapi. The garment were also embroidered with gold. Both men and women wore gold ornaments. The women used earrings, necklace, bangles, anklets. Amusements. Rigvedic people spent their leisure time in various amusements like gambling, war, dancing, chariot racing, hunting, boxing, dancing and music. Women displayed their skills in dancing and music. 3 types of musical instruments like percussion, string and wind were used by the singers. Religious conditions. There were neither temples nor idols, but they pray their own well. They worshipped various manifestations of nature such as the sun, the moon, the sky, the dawn, the thunder, the wind and the air. Vedic hymns were composed in praise of nature. Rigveda mentions that 33 gods and goddesses. Popular god and goddesses during this period: Varuna, Surya, Mitra, Vayu, Usha, Indra, Rudra, Agni, Soma, Prithvi, Saraswati, Yama. There existed no priestly class. Head of the family himself discharged the duties of priest. Religious life of the early Vedic people was very simple. They prayed and worshipped nature as a god, such as sky, namely Varuna, Usha, Surya, Mitra, Vishnu, god of the air, namely Indra, Rudra, Marut, Vayu. Gods of earth such as Prithvi, Agni, Brihaspati, Soma. They worshipped gods with sacrifice or yagna by food. By food and drinks. Animal sacrifice was practiced during this period. Important features of this period. All gods were equal. The number of the male gods greater than that of the female gods. Thank you.